100 million degrees. Take that.
I can kiss my youth. Dude, JT, you ain't wrong, man. You ain't wrong, because I was addicted to WoW, dude. I played it every day, every free moment that I had.
Blaze brightly, O flame.
Although that was well, yeah, it was definitely my youth. Like basically freaking 18 to 32
Pretty easy.
was WoW. So my entire youth. Is Gene Simmons the aerobatics guy? Yes, that's him. Richard Simmons is definitely famous. Absolutely. Very famous, I would say. Could have gotten a PhD, but instead I played MMOs. Dude, honestly, the fact that I've ended up here as a streamer, I don't even care about having a freaking PhD or whatever. I don't need a degree.
100 million degrees. Take that.
To play video games on the internet and make stupid jokes.
Giant blast.
Richard Simmons and Gene Simmons are both very popular people, but for very different reasons. Yeah, it's true. I've cast Cure like one time and it's level 3. I could have been doctor background guy, O2. True. Could have been, would have been. Although if I was a doctor, if I was in school, I went to college, but I just didn't get a doctorate. But if I did do that and I didn't play well, I never would have met my ex-girlfriend, which is where the name originates from. So I wouldn't have even been background guy. Were you actually there? Like, you've been watching her for that long? Oh, wow. I had no idea it was... Back in Warlords of Buttholes. Warlords of Terrible Story. Never put the two together, yeah. It was a while before, yeah. I was not a good person back then.
Come on, back for more.
I mean, I wasn't a bad person, I let people have it when they were being shits.
Oh, Earth, awaken!
So it's not a film. I wouldn't have assumed that, JT.
Pretty easy.
Catching up to you. Oh man, I thought I was playing this game real slow too. Take it easy, JT. Hope you feel better, man. Oh, she told you that's how you learned? Okay. Basically, my ex-girlfriend started streaming when we were dating and we were playing WoW, and I was the raid leader. And every time I was talking, they'd be like, who's that guy in the background? And I didn't really have a Twitch account or anything, and so there you go, background guy.
Giant blast.
crazy too how we both started streaming independent of one another, content-wise and everything, and we both became partners. Like how unlikely is that?
Pretty easy.
Because only 1% of streamers ever make it to partnership. So the fact that we both became full-time streamers, independent of one another, completely, like, it's not like, you know, either of us grew and we kept sharing viewers or anything. We have totally different content and everything. It's just, it's kind of crazy, actually. Your deep desire for BGG Lord? Well, once upon a time when I was just a background boy, I played a different video game. The end. Yeah, she does. Uh-huh. I don't want to say the name though, because it's private, for my sake and hers.
Oh, Earth, awaken!
You started lurking here because you wanted to see the first 20 minutes of Chrono Trigger on repeat. Well, you definitely would have gotten that a year ago or two. Absolutely. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, me smash!
Come back with reinforcements.
Back to work. See you later, Wells. You only watch BGG on lurk mode, unfollowed for like a year and a half before you hit the follow button. Wow. Feels bad. Ow! You know what? Screw it. I don't even care. Twitch dropped your entire followership like 20 times. I remember that. I remember back then when people would get randomly unfollowed from different channels and stuff. I remember that time. So I guess punching the computer made all the doors open. Oh, I'm sure there's streamers out there that I got unfollowed from as well. I think they might have been testing. It's possible they were testing a software or something that like automatically unfollowed people after a certain period of time if you didn't go to their channel or something. Power. And then they decided that it was a bad idea and just kept it under wraps. That's my prediction. That's my prediction.
Awaken!
Oh, Earth-chan. Wait, that's actually a thing. Damn it. Earth-chan is actually Earth-chan is actually a thing. Nah, I don't have followage stuff like that, but I can say that you've been following since July 17th, 2018, which means you've only been following for a year and a half. No, 2.5 years. Sorry, 2.5 years. Which is funny because you just got a 3-year resub, jerk. What's up, Moody? How's it going, man? Yeah, man, imagine that. 3D on the PlayStation Entertainment Console. Hey, you know what? It's okay, man. I know that there's lots of you guys out there right now that have in the past watched my stream, and then I said something that set you off or bothered you, or maybe you heard a rumor about me that you found out later was untrue, and you unfollowed. That's cool. And then you came back one day and you're like, man, I miss this guy, and then you came back and started watching and following again. It's all right. I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me. I know that because I'm in the public eye, that my life is subject to those things where people can spread rumors about me, and people are gonna eat it up and they're gonna think it's true. It's happened in the past more than once. So it's fine. You've done it with only one streamer. I'm not saying that you did. All I'm saying is that there are people that have done that, and it's okay. Well, some people have more sense, you know, or they don't just like immediately believe drama or something like that, you know. So it's nobody's to blame here. Nobody's better than anybody else. I'm just saying it's happened and it's fine, whatever. You know, I'm not everybody's. I can't sit there and make sure everybody's believing the right thing or whatever. It's just a part of my life. That's what happens when you put yourself in the public eye like that. It's just gonna happen. So whatever.
This'll teach you.
It's true, right? It's true, Moody. It's true, dude. When I see that stuff, I'm just like, because like people post it to me. They'll send it to me in PMs. They're like, dude, I saw this on Facebook or I saw this on Twitter, and it's like entire freaking paste bins of someone trying to discredit me, and I'm just like, what am I gonna do? try to defend myself, and then it just makes me look guilty. Whatever.
100 million degrees.
I don't like drama either. I hate it. I very much have a huge distaste for drama. I heard you burned someone alive and it was 100 million degrees. Hey, that is totally true, and I will not have you sullying my good name with those facts.
What a cinch.
You usually unfollow big streamers when you go bored of their content. Usually they switched content. Well, I mean, to be fair, I switched my content. I was a speedrunner through and through, 100% speedrunning, and then I went full-on variety. So, I mean, I switched my content. I'm willing to bet a lot of people unfollow me at that point.
Hear the earth roar!
You have a connection with streamers that interact with the viewers? Who doesn't? I can't imagine a streamer getting big that doesn't actually at least attempt to read chat and interact with the viewers. I understand that some streamers are so big they can only interact with like 1 out of every 10 messages or something like that. I get that, that's fine. But if you're just not reading chat and not interacting with your viewers, what? I don't understand how you become a popular streamer at that point.
Awaken!
Dude, that Bob Ross, come on. Bob Ross.
Come back with reinforcements.
Please. I'm pretty sure big streamers like that have special software or like command functions and stuff that they utilize to slow down chat and pick up on things. Or they might even have software that picks out messages to give to the streamer. Like it might even like just have a chat log of 1 out of every 10 messages to make it seem slower. And then they only just read those. That's very possible, actually. That seems like the most likely one, to be honest.
I'm gonna knock y'all down at once. Ha! Hurrah!
Uh-oh.
Ha! Hurrah!
Attack so strong froze my game. Oh, wow. Wow. She wasn't lying when she said she was going to knock everything down. Well, time for the last drink. No, not that Gring. I'm talking about, because like when chat's going a mile a minute, it's hard to pick out messages. Even for people that are used to it. There's probably software that takes like 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 10 messages and displays that in a special window specifically. So that they can just reply to those only, you know? And it makes it look like they're interactive. Which they are. But it's manageable for the person. Of course, he can't get to every single message. I mean, even I miss messages in chat. Just depending on how fast chat's going. Ha! Burn to a crisp! 100 million bajillion degrees! Let's try this again. I want to see if this is just something that'll cause the game to freeze.
100 million degrees. Take that.
You don't remember the game crashing ever? We've had it crash about
y'all down at
6 times now.
Ha! Hurrah!
It's a common thing.
No problem. Woo!
I'm gonna knock you down all at once, sugar. Sugar pie, honey bunch, sugar pie, honey bunch. You know, so far all the freezes that have occurred have been near save points, so it's not that been that big of an issue. Do mods get their own battle bikini armor? Sure.
Here goes! Ha!
It is more prevalent if you're playing on a PlayStation 2, but yeah.
No problem. Woo!
I think I know what I need to know. Or do I?
Burn to a crisp!
XABY. You want to know a fun thing about that password? So in Chrono Trigger, there's a part where you have to hit the buttons XABY in order to open a door. That's the password. If you just hold all the face buttons at the same time and just hold it as you go through that dialogue, you just automatically do it perfectly. Frame perfect. LARA? No, you can't do it with LARA. Sounds like a speedrun technique. What would I know about speedrun techniques in a game that I had almost the world record in? You always type LAR and then just stop? Oh no. You monster frisbee!
The cake was delicious.
100 million degrees. Take that.
Anybody want to go for a walk? Oh, I guess not you. Oh, boo-hoo.
Pretty easy.
Burn to a crisp! No problem. Woo!
Whoa. You know, if you account for all the tiny little things that you can affect it with, there's actually like 30 different variations of the main ending. Okay, what has Grandia Tachi rate us in? He said, Grandia has taught you something very important. Please enlighten us. Enlightening us. If computers aren't working properly,
What a cinch.
just punch it and they'll start working. This is true fact. True stories. Percussive maintenance, as they call it. Yeah, exactly. I know, isn't the sun pathetic when just some kid can create heat higher, like hotter than that? Sun's kind of lame, right?
100 million degrees. Take that.
You're right here. Yeah, sun's not trying hard enough, I know, right? The sun sucks. Yeah, we should just send nukes into it, you know? And then it would explode, and then the end.
All right,
Because if you sent a nuclear warhead into the middle of the sun, it would totally just blow up. As we have seen many times in movies. What was that one movie where like it was like Solar or something like that? There was actually a legitimate movie where the sun wasn't like doing its thing the right way, so they sent out a ship on a one-way mission to fire nukes into the sun to kind of like kickstart it or whatever. Sunshine. It's like the most absolute asinine premise for a friggin' plot in the history of time. To reignite the sun, yeah. And it's like the movie isn't even good on top of the fact that like the science is the most absolute like ridiculous nonsense ever. There's even another movie that came out in the same era where the magnetic core of the Earth like wasn't rotating right or whatever, so they dug to the center of the Earth to fire nukes off to kickstart it as well. What was that movie called? Because that one was just as bad. The core. Man, whatever year those movies came out, that was the year of the shittiest movies ever released in the box office, let me tell you. What was a goddamn treasure?
Blow, blow.
I mean, yeah, it's like Ephemeral Fantasias. Is it? Oh no, not Ephemeral Fantasia. That's not even funny. More like Quest 64 or Thousand Arms Treasure, right? You have to be like 3 days without sleep, and it's the best shit you've ever seen. Oh wow, that actually sounds like a good plan. Get super drunk or sleep deprived. Fun fact: drunkenness is very similar to the same effects and mentality as lack of sleep.
Blaze brightly, O flame.
Day After Tomorrow wasn't that bad. I mean, the science was still ridiculous, but at least it was like halfway believable compared to freaking The Core and Sunshine.
Ta-da!
What? 28 Days Later was amazing. What? 28 Days Later is a legitimately good movie, man. This is one of my favorites. Now, 28 Weeks Later is debatable, but I still like 28 Weeks Later, personally. I bet if I turn this one on, the door over here will open. See, told you. Why do I even need to go in here? I can just go. Oh, you know what? It's blocked off. That's why. Yeah, we're naming movies that are so bad that they're good. That's a movie where you just lead it. Yeah, you know, 28 Weeks Later was still good. It just wasn't like it's hard to follow 28 Days Later exactly. Is this game fun? Yeah, it's great. It's like it's simple but also engaging, you know. I fought a lot of battles and I haven't really gotten tired of anything yet.